Test, test, test. There we go.
Come join us, we got a seat for you.
I'm good, thanks.
All right. What do I do with my little... Drag this over here. Here comes Jim. We get started now. Jim and James, we're really get started now. Yeah. All right. I feel like I'm hiding back here for some reason. In there. Why is everybody so far away tonight? Oh, Sam's giving a demo. Watch out, he's sitting right behind you. All right. I left my little tablet at home, so I don't have too many notes to start with. We're going to get started, everyone. Thank you for coming to the April Woodturners meeting, Flatland Woodturners meeting. Tax day. Yeah, if you haven't got your taxes done, you probably should be home doing them right now. Huh?
Dropping the mail as you go home.
Yeah, there you go. If you need help with it, you're probably in the wrong place. I don't have anything else. I don't see any new faces out there tonight, so just one thing I want to bring up, that if you haven't paid your dues yet, please get in there and get those crowbar dues for this year. I don't have anything other new than turning Saturday. I got an email from Dan Augustine. He says nothing new other than Mike Blankenship has confirmed for turning Saturday for this year. But other than that, he doesn't have anything else to report on it right now.
Good.
So we definitely got Mike Blankenship for that this year. Anybody have anything else to bring up? Did you have some wood you want to talk about? Yeah.
Yeah, I put it on the website. Nobody's put anything on. Maybe nobody looks at it. I've got an appointment getting 100-plus-year-old red oak tree taken down. It's going to be, of course, wet, but anybody wants any, you don't want any of the wood. We can get all we want. So if somebody lets me know what they want, I'll have plenty delivered to my house.
Where's that at?
Where's it located at?
The tree is in Saybrook. I have not been up there to look at it. I live in Muhammad. So the guy said he'd deliver it to my house, whatever I wanted.
That could be a lot.
He's going to deliver it for free.
He has it. Is he having it milled? How is he going to deliver it? What?
The tree people are going to cut it down and they're going to haul what wood I want to my house.
How about 2 inches by
Yeah.
4 foot by 8
I'll bring
foot
the
long?
chainsaw over and cut off what you want.
I also have my neighbor next door to me is had a big branch come down off of his Bradford pear. So if anybody wants any of that, we'll be cutting that up probably the next few days. But there's some stuff that's probably 10 inches in diameter or so.
I got a bunch of that at the house too. If you want.
All right. I don't
Now,
think.
there's a bunch of books over here. If anybody wants any of them,
Oh yeah.
well,
Bunch of probably good mechanical woodworking books,
yeah, architectural.
trees, identify trees. So good little books. I did grab one. It's a 1903 book up here, so I just like old books. But anybody else have anything else? No. All right, 1 second, crowbar.
You guys schedule for next month? You guys somebody?
Yeah, thank you, Jerry. A demonstrator for next month. We do need, I think we have the rest of the month open, so I don't know if anybody interested in demonstrating next month or covering anything, talking about anything? Third Tuesday of the month, I don't know what day that is. Calendar here. Third Tuesday will be the 20th. So, whereas this month it's pretty early with a couple weeks left in the month. Next month is about 3 weeks into it, so it'll be later in the month. So, I don't know if anybody has anything, ideas or anything they want to see, or anybody that wants to show off anything. Nothing off the top of the head.
I won't be in town next month, but like I said, if people want to hear it about setting up a business and avoiding paying taxes.
Well, this has been the month to
I
do
know
that
it's
one.
been a month to do it. So,
Although it would have been late at the last minute.
set you up for next year.
Yeah.
Drawing next month, right?
What's that?
We having a drawing next month for food demonstrated.
Yeah, I'll get that set up and we'll get a drawing put together for next month.
We got some prizes, or we need to get some.
What do you want?
Do that in April or do it in May?
Whatever we want
Well,
to do.
next month is May, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll shut up now.
That's all right. Early in the month. We've been doing $100 in 2 of the certificates.
Okay, if that's what you want to do.
I don't know if that's what.
That's fine if you want to keep going that route.
I'll call it in tomorrow then.
Alright. And I'll get it.
Certificates, we don't have any more. I think the certificates are up to $65 now.
Yeah, I know the renewal is up to like 70 something or 74.
Now it's 74. Went up $9.
They got hit by the. I guess they got hit by the tariffs too.
Get digital, yeah, we do digital, it's a lot. Magazines on this side is used to be, which used to, it was only 4 times a year.
Yeah.
They had a lot more.
I think it's like what, biannual or bi-monthly for the magazine. All right, I'll get that
That's
put.
what you want to do, order 2 of the certificates,
Yeah,
then $100.
yeah. And I'll get the list put together. Get somebody at the door there. So we got somebody at the door there. The stranger.
Hey, how you doing?
What's up, Rick?
You lost?
I couldn't find my way home.
Oh. Been wandering around ever since you left here?
Yeah.
You get off on exit, 74, 174.
I meant to be in, supposed to be in North Carolina right now. I don't know what happened, so.
Welcome.
The nice weather distracted you.
Yeah.
Well, it's good to see you, Rick. For those that are new here, Rick was our vice president. Whoop.
But I'll kill myself.
Yeah. For several years, and he moved off down to North Carolina. So, welcome back, Rick. Good to see you.
He was one of their original members as well.
All right, you ready for your report, Kubar?
Yeah.
Well, thank you, Crowbar. Anybody have any new news they want to bring up?
Ankle still sore.
Yeah. Your ankle's still sore?
Old news.
Yeah. I had the day off because I turned in a thing for work. Says my foot doctor, I got plantar fasciitis in the heel along with a bone spur. So my doctor said I can't stand for more than an hour, 2 hours before I need to take a break. You know, work didn't like that, and so I said, can you get him to just say 2 hours? Until I got that note back, I was off from work. So, forced vacation. I don't have anything else to bring up. Everybody else is good, or I don't think we got any symposiums coming up.
AEW, June 2nd weekend, I think. Might be.
Yeah, I didn't check those today while I was sitting around looking at the computer.
Well, it looks like I got an email from the AAW today that says you can, for $100, you can get their online stuff. Yes,
Access to the symposium.
yes.
Then yesterday, I think there was also an email that they extended the cheaper early price for 2 more weeks, just
Right.
because prices are odd and changing, so they said that they extended that a little longer for like the early bird price. For that.
All right, well, one thing I want to do bring up, I was thinking of, I've been 3D printing these, and I kind of thought about it today, well, so I was thinking about putting an entire plug in here and attaching a drill to it, and using this as a train whistle. It's 3D printed, and it's loud, but
Go ahead.
you go ahead.
Gotta hear it.
All right, let me mute the microphone so it doesn't blow that out.
It's loud enough.
It's loud. Yeah, that's the big one. Here's the little
The little engine that could.
one. Yeah. So this was the original size of the model, and then I thought, well, let me do 150%, and I got that one. And I thought, okay. And then I got the idea of, all right, put an adapter on here and hook in one of those drill compressors that you plug a battery pack into it. And I thought about the tire, and I was looking at the tires out there just a little bit ago, and they're awful small, so I just thought, well, maybe I can turn something and press fit in there. A little valve and attach a valve to it or something. I don't know. So maybe next month I'll have something attached to this.
One was louder, so of course you had to figure out how to make it even louder.
Oh, yeah.
Just glue it to the top of your truck.
Yeah, just drive down the road with the air going like that. the ultimate deer whistle. What is that screaming going past? Oh, that's just yeah, let me throw this up there for size of comparison.
You can turn the volume back up.
Is that something
Yeah.
you just found a pattern for online?
He's good.
Yeah, someone had designed it and threw it out there for free. I'm like, okay. There's a lot of free 3D print files out there.
There's
So-
one in Wood Magazine about 40 years ago.
Yeah.
I made one out of wood, it didn't work out so good.
I'll see if I can find some of the wooden ones I made, but they were nowhere near as loud as this.
That's cool.
I made a few wooden ones in the past and tried selling them at craft shows, and kids liked them, parents not so much.
Now, why is that?
I don't know. And I go over to Monticello to the train museum, and I took this over there last weekend, and they were doing a train from Wabash Station to Monticello out to, bringing everybody out to the main car barn out there at Nelson Creek. And as they pulled up the train, they start blowing the horn. I just honked back at them. They're trying to look around and see, where's that other train come from?
Whistles is what I give the grandkids when they're loading up in the car to go home.
Yeah.
Bang back.
So how do the kids last, or how do the parents last? That's my little show and tell. So. Not much in the way of woodworking, so I'm not going to bother giving myself a tag on that one. But, and also, if we got a new little thing up here. Scott brought his photo booth in, so if you want to put your item in there to talk about, we can zoom in real nice there.
I think that works out really well,
Yeah.
It looks good on the TV.
Gives it good light. I used yours, Sam. That's the first one that was right next to it. So, which is kind of neat. I like that OSB bowl, honestly. So, all right. So, whoever wants to do show and tell first, Ted. Oh, and I don't know if anybody brought anything for the members challenge. I think we had the, pig bowl.
Big little apple.
Yeah.
Rick Marley, you got the chestnut bowl, just like.
Put it in the booth.
What's the thing?
Hey Ted,
Got 3 coats of polyurethane.
let's sit right here.
That make it look better?
Oh yeah, looks real good.
I don't have anything, Vicky, you got anything?
That's a piece of crabapple. The tree was cut down there at Clark Lindsay
That's crap.
in February. And I took and roughed it out, let it dry for about a month, turned it, and that's what I ended up with. So, and there's another piece over there of that same limb that I knocked the corners off from it, so someone doesn't have to do all that. But someone else can tackle doing the live edge.
What did you have to do to leave it sitting? Did you just leave it out, or did you wrap it?
I just set it in a container with a piece of paper over the top of it,
Okay.
just so it could dry, but not real fast.
Feel like cookies, huh?
Yeah. So that's, but the thing is, when you turn it as wet as it was, you don't cut the bark cleanly. So you leave a little extra thickness, because you know but once it dries, the bark cuts pretty cleanly. And so that's kind of the trick to getting a good edge on it. I guess I better put it away.
All right, Cody Jones, Urbana. First thing that we got, that was the demo piece from last month. I haven't finished it or even finished sanding it, but I basically just smoothed off the edge where there was legs sticking up, and then just did a little bit on the tail, some carving so you can see a little bit of a spiral there. But you can see there's a little bit more detail in those legs than the past one. So that's that. I did a small little hollow U piece of wood. I just had a small chunk, and so I was going to do a small piece. Nothing super special with that, no finish on it either. I've got quite a few pieces that just kind of waiting to either finish sand and add a finish, or just add a finish. And this one's sanded good, but just need to add a few coats of poly, and then it'll be nice and shiny. And then the last thing I got, this is a good, let's see if it'll fit on there. It's so big. U vessel roots. Can you see the purple in there? So that would have been the roots in the ground, and so it actually would have been sitting in the ground this way. Can you zoom it out just a smidge? So it would have been sitting in the ground this way. Didn't know what shape it was going to be. A lot of times I kind of have an idea of where the main chunk of wood is and where the edges will be, where I'll hollow it. This one, I just stuck it on there and saw what we got. So real happy with it. There's a few spots in there where you can see into the piece. But yeah, so good, nice big edge. I like it. Just need to do a little bit more sanding and apply finish. So that's what we got.
I'm Gary from Muhammad. I'm trying to learn how to do these decently. So I experimented on this, and it's the first time I've tried making a ring or earring holder inside. And I put a double on that one. And nobody can tell me the exact size to use up here. So,
I think if you go to CIW's page,
yeah.
they have dimensions on there.
And where do you guys take all yours? I know a bunch of you do these.
I take them to cancer centers.
Okay. And I've just this is the first time I've painted any lightly. It's just an experiment.
Got two small projects. This is a live edge bowl. I believe that's silver maple. Forgot to finish, but it's probably polyurethane. And this one, this was a little experiment. I had never done the captive ring before, so I just decided I was going to practice with one. And I did do it all with a skew. Remembered enough from your demo and from some other YouTube videos that I went ahead and did it and all with a skew. Nice learning project.
Sam Force from Mount Zion. This one you've already seen. It's been on the screen a few times. This is OSB square bow that I turned. And it already had like the cherry, a thin layer of cherry on one side and just a piece of particle board on the other, but I wanted to leave all that on there. And then this is just a piece of cherry that I had. And then this is a maple burl from, I believe it was Minnesota. I don't remember if it was Minnesota or Wisconsin. But the Bob Hill that used to be a member of our club that passed away, when his wife was wanting to sell his stuff and clean everything out, well, I bought that from her. Really a nice piece of wood, so. And then, I think it was Wednesday, John and Bob and Paul and Roger come over to the shop and we worked on this piece of quilted maple, I think. And it's an off-center turning, but I didn't offset it enough that you can really tell that it's off-center. So tonight, my demo, I'm going to try to make it a little more prominent so you can see it. And all four of these, they just have one coat of Old Masters gel polyurethane on them. I haven't sanded them down or anything yet for the second coat. Just put the one coat on and brought them over.
Roger Cookson, Decatur, Illinois. I really don't know, and you may be here. This is a piece that I bought for $1 right here at this club. It was already turned unfinished, and it's now finished. And I think it's Osage orange, but I'm not positive. And this is a live edge walnut. A branch fell off a tree next to my shop and I made good use of it. And some friends had cedar trees blow down with this last storm we had, that's how green this bowl is. And they asked me if I wanted any. Well, I took a bunch. But I had this branch. I made this bowl. I'm giving this to the people that I already gave them one, but I'm giving them this. It's just a spray-on lacquer finish, and I'm giving it to them for the wood they gave me. And then I had a branch that was this big. And I thought, that's just about the right size for a coaster. So I know this is not turning, but it goes with the turn.
Yeah. Accessories.
Bob Griffin, Decatur. This is a new feature that I've never tried before on this guy. I'm gonna blow up your picture. This guy, I found this guy on the internet. I can't remember his name. I have to look it up. But he did this design here. And it's not supposed to be straight. It's supposed to be all different. And he called it mosaic, and I gotta agree with him. Mosaic pieces. There's 531 individual pieces in the feature in the center. Now, I started out with just this part of form I made out of pine. And it was just a random guess on what I'd end up with. And then you glue these mosaic bits on with what he came up with was you take a coconut and you take whatever the wood is or whatever it is of the coconut and you grind it up and it turns out black. So you take that black powder, mix it with Elmer's glue to make like a paste and spackle it on there. It worked great. And you only use about, a solo cup, about that much of it. And it seems like it should need a lot more than that, but it didn't, so. Started out with, they're 1/4 inch thick and about 3/8 to a half to 5/8 sizes. And it's all varied. So some of these places are like right in there. I had to cut them with a chisel and kind of finagle them, get them put in there. So that's one of the features of this. Now this foot and the top was from another piece that I saw, and I just liked the design of it, so I mimicked that. And mashed them up, and this is what came out.
Wow.
So it's finished with poly, and then I did the Bob Griffin auto polish finish on it. So I like that because that finish stays on there. I've got one bowl, it's 2 years. I've been doing this now, I think, and it never changes. Where some of the other finishes fade, you gotta replenish it. You gotta freshen it back up again, you guys know all that. So this doesn't seem like it tends to do that, and it stays shiny too, so. Anyway, it works.
And what is it?
What is what?
What is the polish?
The polish?
Yeah.
It's just regular McGuire's
Okay.
auto polish.
Okay. Well, that Bob Griffin polish is what.
Yeah. Well, I had to come up with, yeah, I hear you. I had to come up with a couple of techniques because you use a 4-step method. And then the final step is the McGuire stuff. It's just, it comes out looking like water. That's what it does. But you put that on there if you do the other 3 steps and it just pops. It works great. And on your car it'll probably work even better.
Could you try it? We got a made demo.
Show me. What?
It sounds like you got a made demo.
What, polish my car?
Sure, or mine.
Okay.
You're a numero uno.
You snuck in the door last there.
Barely got in here in time, kind of late. I'm sorry I missed your thing last month. I didn't know about it. I got the message kind of late. My name's Kurt Rush, and month before last I came here, and I told you I glued something up that didn't glue up right, and I ended up with this pattern. Maybe I should put it like that. Is that it? We want to.
Yeah.
it just kind of stripes and stuff. And I misglued it up. Well, this is what it was supposed to look like, okay? And totally different, it's much more, much bolder pattern. You can see the kind of, the three-dimensional thing about it. That's what that was supposed to be.
Can you put them side by side? Yeah.
Pardon me?
Side by side.
Put them side by side?
Put them side by side? Sure.
Yeah. Okay.
See how, well, I forgot to put the little black dots in the second one. But it's essentially the same thing. Want me to put these back over there again? Is that what it is?
Yeah, we're trying the photo booth thing this first time.
Pardon me?
So we're trying the photo booth thing this first time Scott brought it
Oh,
up.
yeah, yeah, cool.
Been getting a little bit of time in the shop, not a whole lot. Just a little ring holder, walnut, and some curly red eucalyptus, mostly sapwood, for a flame on the top, which didn't turn out as sharp as I thought it would. Looks too dark.
Yeah, that walnut likes to be dark.
That's our pattern.
Okay, presenters. I have here a wick stand. That was one of 12 I did. This is walnut, and I've done 581 so far.
Who did the other two then?
I did too.
Oh, the other two there? Okay. I missed those. I think I was grabbing stuff. All right. Anybody else? Nobody else for show and tell? All right. All right, got a few items up here for drawing. Get this out, and once I draw these out, we'll take a little bit of a break. So we'll get set up and get some more for the raffle after the break. So first one up is number 835. Everybody's kind of walking walking wounded around here. Those are going to give out later. Oh, okay. Up here. Cool.
Okay.
Next one, 839.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's one of those little ones that spin with the ball.
Maybe I'll find out what's inside.
It might be a brick.
It might be a brick.
All right, 838.
What is it, Kurt? Sanders?
2-inch bowls.
Yeah.
It's a sanding mouse. Okay. Stick a piece of Velcro sandpaper to the bottom of it. I wouldn't recommend using it on your computer. Okay. 840.
Yeah.
I got a little bag and some glue sticks, or glue brushes.
That's all I'm taking.
And 834. Alright, yep. Too bad. Alright, yeah. Alright, we'll go ahead and take a break and get things set up for the demonstration. thought set for a little raffle. We'll have raffle tickets over here.
Doing pretty good. Not down
Oh, okay. Everybody had changed.
This is exactly
Good, how are you?
it's 2.5 inches. Well, that's not inches, this is millimeters or whatever. This is a metric. They go by metric.
Charles, the color of it.
3 centimeters.
Due Thursday.
January to last didn't know. So the doctor said, I was saying going back, well, let's do something. This one over Rain did the surgery January 14th. So I changed doctors.
Then I see, somebody was asking about mold in
The first doctor, he didn't go that big. So for what treatment? Okay. Both the birds on the hill. I got x-rays of mine.
I got an invite over there.
About that big, but right in the middle of everything.
Because I went to a auction and I bought them.
To do that, we have to cut this hole, reattach it, and up here, that's like, so that they can cut that and thing so that it was.
Yeah. It's really, that's really.
Yeah. Matter of fact, I bought a couple of knives. Very nice also. Just not what you started out with. Very nice.
Yeah, no, I like it.
Harold Maddox. Yeah. Well, he was a nurse. No, I thought he was. Well, they showed. Well, Jerry, real well. We used to go to lunch together when we come out there. Go to Arby's or something. I said in World War III, he used to be a nurse. Maybe he was. Situations. It don't make any difference. We rented it. They weren't flat. Yeah.
They can always tell, because this is where they have people who especially small rooms.
you got a new guy.
They'll be doing more.
Oh, that's not good.
20 years.
I work for a company, so I was that might be a problem.
I totally missed the last meeting. How you doing, Dad?
The other place is I got this power step, I was walking. I originally started with heel cups. The doctor said you can do that, you can do the insert. I think I back to my day. It worked for about a week and then they just kind of oh no, those
I was just gonna say, my old husband, I used that for a few years.
I've had all of the toe, the area up there. September 13th. I woke up. I didn't have March. I just woke up in March. I just put the weight on my screaming. While walking to work. It wasn't after this meeting, tomorrow my feet will be killing me. It is what it is.
Well, it's good that you got some relief in your shoes.
Plus these are new shoes. Work new pair of shoes. Slip-ons.
Did they give you special shoe pads for your foot?
Yeah, I've got inserts in them now. They're about $50 inserts though.
Yeah, I used a lot of them, finally went away.
And they were showing me some cork ones yesterday.
Yeah?
I was thinking, what would happen if I could turn this into like a bowl?
There you go.
Or be turned into something.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't know that until we were all done. I just thought, I knew they were sitting there.
Yes, I've been working on a few balls, and I got the finish on one now.
Because I thought, first I stained it, and then I.
Well, I think that's my signature.
Wood,
This time it's just. I'm finding that out. Now I'm behind the 8 ball, which is like, it's gonna be for charity raffle. I'm gonna have to get something out of the crowbar collection.
Talented people there.
Yeah, just not me.
We all in the same boat.
Well, I thought it was World War II.
Some people.
Ted, you were right. He was in the 50s, then he became a
Seen them all around, see a YouTube video or something that's a little.
No, I get it.
YouTube channel on the big TV.
Is that just one of their All right, everybody got their tickets?
Last call.
Last call for alcohol, I mean tickets.
How you doing, Crowbar?
This is all I got. You may have 3 or 4.
Well, that's gonna be a job. Might be able to. In August, in Texas.
I'm sure you could.
All right, everybody got your tickets? All right. Get those tickets out and we'll start pulling here. Okay. First number up is, we got 2.
It's you, man.
860.
It is me.
Don't forget, Mike, we got a little screw right here. You can have I think everybody's been eyeballing that.
That's what it's supposed to look like over there on the table.
Yeah, better take a picture of that.
All right.
I got Doug's number, I think.
868. Oh, one of many things here. That's a stainless steel center finding ruler, 24 inch. Yeah, everybody needs one of those for the shop. Yeah. All right, you have 869.
Couldn't you done that before?
Alright. I am right there in the sixes, 866.
The devil.
Yeah, let's start with 60 and 6968. Let's go for a different range of numbers. 850. 850. Like one of them make up one of those little wooden drums that just spin around. All right, we got some pen blanks, got some magnetic vice grips, and this is a thick tool head. 852. Wait, look at the strip up here. 852. That's one of mine.
Well, actually, just said you couldn't get them all. Actually, just said you couldn't get them all.
856. 856. Still there? All right. Last one we got up here is magnetic vice pads for your vice, 6-inch size. And that is 862.
862, did you say?
862, I said.
862 it is.
Good. There you go.
I need a vice.
Everybody needs a vice.
At least one, right?
There's pretty screws up here for free for anybody. Alright. Go ahead, where'd Sam go? He's over there. He's over there. Get that mic up here real quick, Sam. Alright. Stick that in a pocket somewhere if you got one. And let me see.
Test, test.
Put this in your. All right, give her a test.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yep, we can hear you.
Okay. Well, what I'm gonna try to demonstrate tonight is a square bowl with an offset turning in it. So I have a piece of poplar here, and I went ahead and found the center mark, and I got this little jig that I use. Got just a little point on it, so you can put that down there and drill your, or screw your face plate down and get pretty accurate with it. So I should be pretty close to center. So we'll see.
It's on the high mode right now. Do you need high or low speed range?
High's fine. Okay. I've already got it marked out where I want to make a tenon for the bottom. Where's the center point? And I'm going to have to come back to this back side. So I want to make as big as tenon as I can.
I think that has to be cranked out more for that center. For that center.
Should be good right there.
Okay. Yeah. Center is the same here as it is at home, so that's good. All right. A lot of times you lose the points on these corner bowls, and it's really bad, I found, with hard maple or oak to keep those points. For some reason, they seem to splinter off than most other woods that I've used. So, but I drew out the circle for the largest tenon that I could cut. Well, I could also have a set of 8-inch jaws, but that's a little too much. So this is the biggest set of jaws I have, other than my 8-inch ones, that I could use a tenon. And I want to use a tenon first because I'm going to have to come back to it and do me another center later. So I'm just going to smooth this out and try to take the corners off and keep it from hitting anybody. And I've been having some lung issues, so I'm going to wear a dust mask while I'm turning, so you won't be able to hear me. Hopefully you won't hear me coughing either.
You want a face mask also?
Yeah, I want one, yeah.
Where's your new one?
dusty as heck. Hold on. Hey, towels over there? Whoa, not something I never do at home.
You wanna do it on a bandsaw?
Pardon me?
You wanna cut them off on a bandsaw?
No,
Okay.
no, I wanna leave it. But
Oh, you want?
one thing I never do at home is leave my potentiometer turned up. Cause like now, I turn this lathe on and there it goes. So that's something I don't do. I use the potentiometer for my speed control and to shut it on and off. Then you don't have something like that happening when you don't want it to. Thank you. The RZ mask.
RZ?
Huh? Your dust mask, RZ
Right,
mask?
yeah. And this one that I find I'll actually use.
The only problem I have with those masks, Jerry, is the nose.
Right.
And I wear glasses, so it just kind of blows out the nose and fogs up the glasses. But I like them. I've got like 4 or 5 pairs of them at home.
Right now, I'm basically just turning shadows, trying to get the corners cut off some. Yeah, this one, the corner cut off on that one there. That at the glue joint. This machine's kind of low on power here. Yeah. All right. Oh. Nope. We're going to lose the points, but we'll try to save some of it. Yeah, I'm going to go and cut that point off. didn't think, can you guys hear me when I talk with this mask on, or?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay. Alright, we're gonna go and get this so I can turn it around. If I was home, now would be the time I would sand this backside, but I don't think you want to start doing that.
I could blow a train whistle at them.
Okay, so let's put this on here. Some people say you don't have to tighten both sides, but my dad always told me they put 3 spots on a drill press, so you use all 3 of them and you tighten the drill. So I do the same thing with this.
What kind of chuck is that?
5 inches.
Who makes it?
It's a one-way stronghold.
One way? It's got a nice wide.
Right, I like it. I've got a Vic mark at home. It's got an 8-inch.
Oh, is that right?
I don't use it very often, but a friend of mine passed away 4 or 5 years ago, and when his widow was selling stuff, I bought it. And it's, like I say, it's 3 inches bigger than this set I'm using now. And I added a ring to this, hoping that it will show the offset, that you'll be able to see it more than if it was just all one wood. And as I was getting ready to do this demo, I had a piece of, I don't remember what the piece was, but I put a piece of oak on top of it. There's a piece of walnut that I had glued the piece of oak on top of it, and I was going to offset the center, offset the bowl in that piece of oak, going through it down into the walnut. But that piece of oak just shattered and splintered really bad, so it was a failure. Okay. So now I'm on the original center, tailstock end. And we're gonna be turning out here for most of it right now, so there's no reason not to have that in there. Just safer with it in there, so.
On this, I don't want to lose a whole lot of this, so I just want to get it round and down to where I'm showing the poplar all the way around. There you go. I'm not liking this. Yeah, I don't like that. If anybody's got any questions, I'll try to answer them.
You said it was poplar?
Yeah, and if I was at home, I would be sanding this to get it smoother than it is.
Perfect.
All right, I'm gonna call that good. I don't really like this square corner here, so I'm gonna round that off. Yeah, I don't like that either. I'm thinking of maybe taking half of the height of this ring off. I think it'd look better if it wasn't so tall. What do you think?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I try to keep the shavings going this way. I think I like that better. Okay. Now we're gonna round this off and then we'll turn it around again. Okay. Does that look thin enough or? Look okay? Yeah, I can't put that into there. Okay. So now, if I was at home, I'd be sanding all this out here and the middle before turning it around. Yeah, I guess I could have took this off of there. So now I'll go back with my faceplate. And offset this faceplate. So, yeah. And you can do however much you want. There's no set right or wrong. And what I like to do is set 2 screws in there. Yeah. Let's go there. Okay. With just 2 screws, I don't trust it to turn it, but I can figure out how much offset it's going to be. Okay.
That will be visible.
Pardon me?
That also will be visible.
That ought to be enough? Yeah. And
Make the leg jump.
depending on, okay, well, you want it to jump, don't you? Let me see here. Here it is. So just put a mark in here. Yeah, if my pencil lead wasn't broke. Let me see your pen, John.
Pencil's pointless.
That don't help if you can't hold a pencil straight. Yeah, that's not too bad.
That should be a good woodworking tool. It is an easy wood tools pen.
What's that?
It is an easy wood tools pen. It should be a good
Oh.
woodworking tool.
Okay. So I don't know if you can actually see it from there, but it's gonna be offset quite a bit. It should be noticeable. So I'll go back to this, put the other two screws in.
Which line is it?
And with these drill drivers, it's easy to pop the head off one of those screws. I'm sure we've all done that, and it's no fun getting them out.
Pocket hole screws?
Huh?
Those pocket hole screws?
Yeah. I like the pocket hole screws because they're self-tapping. You know, they
And they got
cut their
that
own
wide head.
backs out, you know, Okay, so what I'm gonna do now, hopefully, is make a mortise and, okay. So there's my new center point, right there. So when I have this little cheating tool, I kinda like these. I have one for several different sets of jaws. But that tells me right where my mortise needs to be for the set of jaws that I'm gonna be using tonight.
So what's your cheating tool made out of?
Piece of wood and two screws. And I have one, well, this is for number 3 mortise for an easy wood chuck. I have one